Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about what is the most secure VPN. Now I've seen some other videos like this on YouTube, but they just kind of recommend high commission VPNs, don't put any emphasis on actually distinguishing what makes a VPN secure, and that's not what we're going to do in this video. Because in this video we're going to be looking at objective characteristics. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's a system of looking at a VPN with security in mind. We're going to be looking at how many website trackers does the VPN have. We're only going to be selecting VPNs that have 0 website trackers. It means they have 0 cookies, 0 trackers, as little advertising use as possible. That right away eliminates VPNs like NordVPN, Surfshark, Atlas VPN, ExpressVPN. All those big boys use website trackers to track you and how do you use their website to optimize sales. It's not privacy friendly, and I don't like it in Android applications either. Additionally, we're going to be looking for VPNs that are open source if possible, meaning you could see the code of the VPN itself and the application. We're also going to be looking for VPNs that have third-party audits to make sure that they're not leaking any information and they're verifiably no log. So we're looking for that as well if possible. Another thing is we don't want VPNs that collect logs, VPNs that collect more information about you that shouldn't. So right away that eliminates a lot of other VPNs too out there, probably most free VPN providers. Additionally, one of the things we're looking for is if a VPN could be possibly court proven not to collect logs. Have they gone to court to protect user information and not given up user information? This could be anything from being sued by corporate Hollywood corporations, being sued to protect user information in any way. If a VPN refuses to give up information, it is court proven, and that's something we're going to be looking for. Finally, we're going to be looking to see if a VPN, how long it's been around to be trusted. The older a VPN is with a clean track record, the better in my opinion. If your VPN has been around for 10 years and it has no major scandal, never give up user information, that's a VPN that's secure in my opinion. So with all those things in mind, let's move into the breakdown of each of my top 3 secure VPN providers and which one you should choose for each thing and how they do in each characteristic you're looking for. It's kind of up to you to decide which one you think is the most secure, because at the end of the day, no VPN is perfect, and that's what we're going to be discussing right now. Also guys, if you want to help support the channel, click on the links in the description down below for each one of these VPNs. This is an unsponsored video, but I am an affiliate for almost every VPN, so anytime you click on my links, it directly supports me to do objective videos just like this one. So guys, here's a handy dandy chart I made for the most secure VPN, showing you guys my thoughts on it. We take a look at all the things I think are most important. Website trackers, as I mentioned before, open source, third-party audit, no logs collected, court proven, and the company creation date. As you can see from this list, each one of these VPNs kind of has its distinct advantage. Although I would say, so if we look at this, you can see Hi.me has the earliest company creation date, which is good, meaning they've been in business for roughly 10 years without any major scandal, which is pretty impressive. Additionally, we have TorGuard being created roughly 9 years ago from what I could find, and since then they haven't really leaked any customer information or any details from customers' use case. So that's really good as well. Now, Proton VPN is actually much younger than the other options, 5 years younger than Hi.me and 4 years younger than TorGuard. So in some ways, it's a little bit less trustworthy just due to that. They've gone around 5 years as a company. However, since then, they have had a couple of key issues. I think one of the reasons is they grow too fast, perhaps. And also they kind of got a lot of additional customers from something like Proton Mail. Proton VPN did have that issue, giving away logs for available logs, whatever they collected, on the kind of climate activist in France. I guess the Sweden government requested it, worked with the French government or something like that, and they did give up available information. As a to date, I do not think that has happened with TorGuard or Hi.me, which does give them a little bit more credence in that case. They really haven't had any major issues like that, but who's to say how they would interact with something like that? But that leads me to my next point with TorGuard. TorGuard specifically has been involved in some issues with Hollywood and some of those court things going on with them pursuing VPN providers. And they did not give up any customer information, any at all, which means that from this list here, in my opinion, they're the only one that's court proven to not give away logs. So that makes them very secure in that sense. They're extremely trusted in that sense. However, that said, TorGuard is a smaller company. They haven't really paid for any audits, security audits. They've probably done them in-house, however, and they're not an open source application as of now. That's not to say TorGuard doesn't seem to value open source. However, since their company Private Router does foster a lot of open source things with self-hosting, and I've made some videos about a lot of the cool things you can do with Private Router, so it's definitely pretty cool. But compared to Proton VPN, they just have a better open source capability as of right now. Additionally, Proton also has a third-party audit, just like Hide.me. Now, the one cool thing about Hide.me is that it actually was one of the first VPNs to be audited, starting off kind of this way to build trust with its user base by getting a third-party audit from Leon Juranic. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, which gave it a lot of credibility in the space, and that's pretty cool. They also do yearly transparency reports, which is really nice, and I think Proton does that as well. I'm not sure TorGuard does that, but it's something I could have added to this chart as well. So both Proton and Hide.me could get some bonus points there for looking for that as well. But honestly, transparency report, not as important as some of these things I'm listing here. So if we're looking at this in terms of, who gets the most right, it could be Proton if you value these things the most. If you're looking for a VPN that's been around the longest with a clean track record, maybe choose Hide.me since it's been around since 2012 without any major scandals. That said, TorGuard VPN is the only VPN out of this list to be court proven not to give away customer information, which is very nice, especially since it's been around since 2013. Any one of these VPNs is a very secure option. It kind of depends on what you value the most, and that's why I try to give you all the information possible. Click the link for either TorGuard, Proton, or Hide.me in the description or pinned comment, and it'll directly help support the channel. This video is not paid for by any of these VPN providers. It's a non-sponsored video, so I hope you guys like that, and I'll see you again in the next video very soon.